Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is yet again another Chanel video back to back here. Chanel has been pretty busy and so they're keeping me busy with these videos. I of course wanted to share with you the breaking news that Chanel has announced they will be opening new private stores just for their VIC clients. So very important clients, think VIP level, high spenders. Now this footage is just snapshots of various boutiques that already exist. As you can see, this one here is from the 57th Street flagship store in Manhattan. It's already quite lovely, but I would imagine these private shops that they're planning to open are going to be even more glam and quite special because they're exclusive and reserved for only the 1%, as this article says here, something new for the 1% private Chanel stores. This was literally published earlier today, so I'm quickly gathering the highlights from the various articles that I read today so that I can be one of the first, if not the first, to share this news with you guys here on YouTube, because I know that sometimes, you are interested just to know what's happening with Chanel and luxury industry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you snippets of each article that I read, and then at the tail end of the video, I will share my personal thoughts. All right, let's get into it. So this one here, it says that it's good news for the ultra rich. Chanel is working to open private boutiques for its VICs, again, very important clients. Now, look at the second line. It says, quote, "Our biggest preoccupation is to protect our customers, and in particular, our pre-existing customers," which says something about how they're feeling about maybe the newer customers that are just starting with the brand, right? I feel like there's a slightly hidden message there. Now, I'll be honest, when I saw the word protect in that quote, I thought for a split second that Chanel meant they want to protect us customers from the recent string of robberies and crime, unfortunately, that have hit Chanel. Not Chanel's fault, of course, but I thought they were going to say something about heightened security and thus protecting customers while they shop, but I think I was mistaken. So here again, it says, that they want to protect our customers, but then look as the paragraph keeps going. We're going to invest in very protected boutiques to service clients in a very exclusive way. So this is really not about security. It is very different than what I thought, right? I must be naive thinking they want to actually protect us physically from violence or crime. So as this continues to scroll down, you're going to see something funny here. And I know that this article was trying to be cheeky, but I feel like there's also a point here. So the question is, what exactly is Chanel wanting to protect its customers from? Is it the middle class, the upper middle class? Possibly. I mean, there has been a lot of talk over the years about how Chanel wants to be much more exclusive and not really cater to the upper middle class, but only the uber wealthy. So it goes on to say that in all fairness, private boutiques are a surefire way to help bolster Chanel's position among competing luxury brands. Of course, they say, such as Hermes. In fact, the move is totally in line with Chanel's recent moves, which include repeatedly raising prices, and introducing a purchase limit. Yeah, I talked about this in a very recent video. Hopefully, many of you already caught that video. Purchase limits for its most popular handbags. This thing is scrolling very slowly, but it's basically that. That is the gist. They are limiting customers from purchasing their most popular classic handbags, including the mini flaps, as I said in my previous video. And I guess this is all part of their strategy to level up on the exclusivity, especially if they're creating shops just for certain customers and not allowing other customers to shop there, right? That's very, very exclusive, isn't it? Here's another article's headline, Chanel to open private stores for top clients as sales soar 50%. So it says that the 2021 revenues rose 23% over pre-pandemic levels to $15 billion. And now the plan is to open dedicated boutiques for top spending clients as rapid growth overcrowds stores. So they're trying to make it less crowded? It's interesting. And here it goes on and on. By the way, I am going to link all of the original sources down below in my description box so you can fully read all of the articles on your own, as I'm just highlighting snippets here. But it says, while it's unclear how that move will go over with first-time and occasional buyers who are ready to fork over $10,000 for a bag, Chanel won't be the first player to open special stores for high spenders. And it goes on to say that Brunello Cucinelli also does this, that they have a private dedicated store in New York, which I didn't know about. Chanel makes a move to help top customers avoid overcrowded stores, again. So this article says that Chanel has less than half the number of stores that Louis Vuitton and Gucci has. I didn't know that. Interesting. And that the company has plans to hire more than 3,500 new employees, including many sales associates. Interesting. It goes on to say at the bottom of this article that the plan is to launch these private stores in the year 2023, which is just next year. That's right around the corner. And it looks like they're going to be piloting this approach in several cities across Asia. So not in the US, not in Europe, but it looks like they're focusing on Asia. And we all know that the Asian market is booming when it comes to luxury overall. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but here's where I'm at. I feel like I have more questions than answers. I have a lot of questions specifically around quality, service, and availability. What does this mean for most customers? Will they address the quality issues ever? If they're opening up private shops for the VIC level clients, then maybe the VICs don't really care about quality, or they don't notice quality, or do they get more superior products than the rest of us? And then service. Is the customer service going to be far better in these private shops? I would imagine so. And then will that lead to less care and less attentiveness in the regular shops? I wonder. Also, how does this affect availability? If private shops pop up all over the place and they're meant for the highest spenders, then I would imagine that inventory would be reserved for those private shops, and then the remaining inventory, kind of like the leftovers, would go to the regular shops, right? In a very recent video, which I'll link above, I talked about the 6 major missteps that I feel Chanel have made, and it's eventually hurting the brand. Now, this is just my thought piece, my opinion, but a lot of you seem to agree. Now, in the case of this new strategy where they're looking to open private shops for the VICs, do you think that it's generally a good idea, or do you think that there's going to be some backlash? I'm personally still absorbing the news at the moment. It doesn't really affect me directly, but since Chanel recently announced their new quota system that's supposed to go into effect as of June of this year, it's a lot to wrap our heads around. Just a lot of new changes coming from Chanel. Okay, let's be real here. For those diehard Chanel fans, another big question that's probably looming is, how do I know if I'm VIP or VIC level that will qualify to enter these holy grail private shops? Right? It's probably spend level, but what is the spend level? Are they going to be transparent about it? And if your spend level drops a certain year, will then you be banned from entering the private shops until you spend more? How are the rules going to work? I'm curious. I guess I was technically considered VIP for a hot second when my sales associate invited me to the private invitation only sale a few months back. But that wasn't really that special. So here's a funny meme here. I was promised VIP. Now, it's interesting, right? There are going to be clients who think they're VIP level and they're not going to qualify, I would imagine. And so is this going to just tick them off, right? Is this going to get them so mad that they'll spend a lot more to qualify, or will they possibly walk away from the brand? I don't know. Just lots of questions, mostly funny, silly questions, but just digesting. And I'm actually really interested to know how you guys feel about all of this. I think for the vast majority of us, this doesn't impact our lives in any real way, but I think it's a fun discussion. So leave me a comment down below. I do read all of the comments, and if you have a question, I'll try my best to answer it. But thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoy this video, and if you are new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around.